said you had some tea going. You had a good story for us.
Mm-hmm. Well, we were talking about boyfriends and smoking weed or something of this sort.
This is good.
Mm-hmm. Which one is that?
The chocolate bar. You had some.
Oh yeah, I didn't eat it yet.
Oh my god. Oh, you didn't have any yet?
I don't know.
I love
it. It's so good.
Delicious.
Oh my god.
And
See,
they
that's
should
what
give
I'm
you
saying.
a bar of this without the weed in it.
I don't fuck with this.
I can't taste.
It's too good.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even like dark chocolate, but they made dark chocolate taste good.
It's like
coffee.
salty.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
It's like, man, I love that so
I could
much.
eat this whole thing.
It's so good.
No, if
I don't like chocolate at all.
straight up.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to fuck with chocolate. Well,
Wow.
like Reese's. Like Hershey's.
So if it has something in it, almost kind of.
Yeah, disguises.
So this is like basically that. It's like toffee crunch.
Yeah, toffee,
Yeah.
not coffee. That's what I
Yeah.
like about it. There's no coffee taste.
Yeah, that's definitely the best weed chocolate I've ever had in my life.
No, dead ass. I was gonna straight up say that.
It was really delicious.
That was the best chocolate I've ever had in my life.
They
I'm
have a
screaming.
churro one that wasn't in stock when I got
churro?
these.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Churro, because it's gonna be too good.
It's too good.
It's
I
like,
want
and
it.
that one's milk chocolate too.
Tiva, send it to us. Milk chocolate with some. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Wow.
It's so good, and we're only gonna get higher.
Yes.
That's the best part about it.
So speaking
up from here.
of boyfriends
Yes.
and stupid men,
Mm-hmm.
what was
You
the
had a
story?
story?
Yeah, you had a story.
I was riding around with my boyfriend.
I'm screaming.
What you
Freestyle.
waiting for? Who's that? I'm riding around with my boyfriend. Oh, Kelly with cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Riding around with my boyfriend.
I love her. I'm
I
screaming.
was riding around with my boyfriend. We got pulled over by the cops. It happened, and I
Fuck
told
the
this nigga, I told him,
police.
stop using white lighters, because it was a thing. Like, we don't use white lighters.
They're
everything
bad
is-
luck.
They're bad luck.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
has a different lighter in a different state. Was yours white lighters?
No,
or-
it's white lighters
No,
in
it's white
general.
lighters
That's
in
the.
general. Stoner culture.
yeah.
It's always white lighters.
Oh, I
Cigarette
didn't know
smoker
that
culture,
was.
I
I thought it was just like smoke. Yeah.
It just,
Yeah.
unless
They're
it has
bad
like
luck.
a
Bad
sticker
luck.
on
A
it or
design,
something,
yeah.
Literally 5 minutes later, we got pulled over by the cops. So I didn't know what to do with the pipe, and he couldn't get anything right now because he was like on probation. So I shoved the fucking pipe up my pussy, and I
Oh
shoved
my
it up
god.
to hold it, and it hurt. It was a lot because I remember it not being. It sounded like I just put it up there or
Had
whatever.
it cooled off at least? Or
Yeah.
were you like freshly smoking out of it? I need to know all the logistics.
I don't remember it being hot, and that's probably
that's good.
on
On
red and blue
adrenaline?
lights behind me. I'm like, I don't know, and I put it inside me, and
Oh my God.
the cop comes up, and it happened to be our DARE teacher.
What?
It was our DARE teacher, and then he didn't have a pinky. He was Officer Dan, and so when
That's
you shook
so
his hand, he would
scary.
shake his little.
Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah. Dan's never have like one limb or
Yeah,
something.
always just a little.
I'm just missing one limb. But it was him,
Damn.
so I was like, "What's good, dog?" And like, and he was like asking questions or whatever, and he was curious, but he got a call, and we were distracted, and he liked me and stuff like that. And then then I couldn't get it out. I had to ask my friend's mom to get the pipe out.
Like with
And that was, like, the last
pliers
time
or
I had
like
done
all-
some like really straight shit. This is the last time I've been like with a man that I like enjoyed
time I
like
was
a
with
middle
him.
of it.
Was that pipe was the first time she ever enjoyed sex with a man?
Yeah.
When he stuck a pipe up her vagina. That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was an excellent story. Thank you for
I
sharing
have
that.
never
Yeah.
saved anything up my vagina. That's insane.
Saves anything?
Like save I bet like in certain places, like if you were in like Soviet Russia or something, you would stick like like your gold rings up your pussy so you could save them so they wouldn't take them from you and shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So it's like not just weed, It's like,
I've done a
it's-
little weed up my pussy, but it's like natural. Like when you're going to like a music festival and you just gotta like shove it up in between the lips and shit. And
But
like,
you like
you have
put
to go all
in
the way
a
in.
basket,
like an ape,
I mean,
like
no,
a
no,
like
no,
a like an
Wait,
a little
a plastic, like a
like
baggie.
a plastic bag.
Oh, okay.
Because it would just get stuck. You would
No,
like,
I wouldn't put loose.
Your pussy is also
I'm
a
not putting
grinder.
Loose weed inside. Yeah, it comes
That would
out
be
like
hot, though.
shaken.
I'm pulling this joint out.
Like all the
Hell yeah,
stems fall
fine.
out to one side. The
How
weed
would
to
you
the
even
other.
rinse that out?
I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, that's
Douching for weed.
Yeah.
I used to. Because I grew up in Chicago, I went to Lollapalooza.
Oh, that's so
a
much
lot.
fun.
And
Did,
so I
did
would
you
always,
plan that, or did you see security like really checking the bag? So you're like, oh, I gotta go do
No, I
this.
planned it because I know what they do. Like I've been there a lot of times because
Yeah.
like my family works for the
Did you
city,
see
and
Malia
Lollapalooza
Obama?
tickets happen to fall off trucks sometimes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and so I know what they do. They do a full pat down. They go under your boob. They go
Are y'all
down in
paying
between.
attention?
Yeah.
They go across your whole front for women
Uh-uh.
and up your butt crack.
What? They go up your butt crack?
And so yeah, like I had sex when security. Like that was a
I'd
sexual
put my hands behind my
interaction.
head, like, come on.
Exactly. I'm like you're pushing
Yeah.
their head down.
Yeah.
More pressure.
Yeah.
And so I would do that, and then I would hide weed in my braids. I would do like a French braid every year,
That's
and I would
smart.
start it, and then I would weave like the joint tubes into my braids, and then take my hair out once I got it, and
Yeah.
it'd be so funny. I used to
That's some
record it every
Underground
year.
Railroad shit.
For real. For real. They like hide books and stuff in their pussy. That's the shit they can't read.
Okay, so
That's
what-
amazing. Any of your friends that you got to smoke with after all that owes you like
Yeah.
weed for life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like you the
They
one.
did. I made like one year. I made a bong out of a wine carafe.
Oh, that's cool. Like a gravity bong.
No, like I used a chillum. I snuck a chillum in again, pussy.
Yeah.
And then I the power of the pussy, baby. And then the wine carafes were like shaped like this basically, except larger at the bottom.
Let's go.
And then they had plastic tops, so I burned a hole and I put the chillum inside the wine carafe, and then I lit the weed and smoked out of the top where the drinking was.
That's smart.
When
You're
I am
fucking
so
dope.
smart when it comes to weed.
Yeah.
You're a queen.
So, have you ever taken too much of an edible before and been like, fuck, what's going on?
Every time I've ever done it. I've never once been like, that was the perfect amount.
Really?
I've never been like, what I'm doing right now on edibles is really good, like gonna be beneficial later. I've never once just been like, everything's everything is like how I'm thinking it is.
This is
Like,
how
Oh
you
my
hoped it
God.
would be.
yeah.
So, Bree has not found her perfect dosage yet. Hopefully, she'll find it on Smokeshow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm having a good time so far. I'm having a
I
good time.
think
so
that
far.
also might be a good time.
Even
to
those
add
times
in.
are good times.
Oh, yeah.
I love
Add
these.
in a little CBD because when you're not smoking edibles, when you're snarfing edibles with your mouth or whatever.
Let's put an edible in here.
You should add in a little CBD because it'll really help like balance out in your body and make things less complicated if you get too high.
Can you explain that? Because
Where's-
I was fucked up and everyone was like, smoke more of this. But it was CBD and it's like, oh no, CBD is to
It
make you
chills
not
you out.
high.
Yeah.
What a beautiful thing. And
It
like,
is.
why
And it's crazy because
would that not be?
it's the same plant. It's just the THC set of the plant is the weed. It's the female sex. And then CBD is made from the male sex of the THC plant.
Of course, the male is like infertile. I'm just kidding.
You would think that CBD companies and edible companies would tag along and like kind of make these joint packages to be like, hey, let's work together. Like, don't be scared of this edible. Like, go off. We have this it's a compliment
A
it
little
if
bit
you
of
need it.
Well, Kiva actually does. This is CBD
Yeah, that's
and
CBD.
THC.
Let's
So that's
go
why you
segue.
like it so
Let's
much.
go segue.
You're welcome. Like, deadass had no idea.
Yeah, that's probably why you like
I
them
do.
so much. So basically,
Fucking cool.
I'm gonna show you how to do this. Shout out to Hemify CBD for sending me this. This is from Two Bears Farm. And I'm basically gonna take way too much of this. It's about like 60 milliliters, and I'm just gonna do it underneath.
Milliliters.
Black girl magic.
That's bigger than a gram, I think.
Oh, sorry,
Like-
milligrams. Sorry.
Oh, okay. It is.
Yeah.
It says ml, but it's supposed to be mg, I think. Yeah, and apparently you're supposed to take 16, but whatever, because I took 100, I think I need extra to counteract.
That's very. Oh God, yeah, because you had some of the chocolate. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all, but basically you just put underneath your tongue. It's really great.
The edibles have
Bree,
you
do you
feel
want to
yourself.
try it?
Yeah, they do.
I know that. I get it.
Yeah, thank you.
I like it very much when I'm on edibles. I'm on my phone. I'm like, dang, she's like kind of cute.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we should talk about this more.
Definitely. Like, I am loving everything I see. Because I look at myself and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to be fucked up. And I'm like, No, everything's
No,
great. I'm
you
just
look
like on an
great.
edible. Like I'm just,
Yeah.
I still look
You're
great.
just high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you measure out the dosage of the in the
It
tube?
says it in there,
Yeah,
basically. So lift it up. Yeah.
And how much is in each?
It says 16 is a serving. So right now you have
Sorry,
too
let me
much.
let
So
you do
stop. Don't do it. You keep tipping it back over.
Okay.
You just do it like
You can
this.
see it.
Yeah, you can see the dosage. And then this is about, and just put it underneath your tongue. Go like
Okay.
this. Open up your tongue.
You're doing it or I am?
I'll do
You're
it to
doing
you.
it.
We're gonna have to disinfect this.
Yes. You need to sterilize.
Sorry.
It tastes weird.
It doesn't taste good. That's
It
the thing
doesn't
about
taste good, but
concentrate.
it works, and it
Yeah.
definitely relaxes me. It gives me a great like body like high, and it definitely.
He's going home with that.
Yeah, Bree, this is yours now.
Yeah, no, I tongued it for sure.
Take it for tonight.
I sucked like when the dentist makes you put so you sucks out like all
Yes,
the stuff.
I hate
It's
that
like
shit.
when I instantly I was
Yes.
I'm screaming.
my dentist be pissed because my tongue will push away all the tools. in
Yes,
it.
I knew that too.
I'm like, well, tell you what do you want me to do about
So we know what kind of kisser Bree is.
this?
Her tongue will push your tongue out.
Yeah, get out. You come back. Get out.
I'm screaming. So do you
One foot
prefer indica or sativa for like flower or edibles?
Sativa for everything.
Okay.
Sativa diva.
Yeah.
I love that.
Period.
Yeah, I'm more of an indica, but I just like to feel like oppressed by weed, you know?
Yeah.
I want to be overwhelmed with the feeling that I'm stoned.
Yeah. Yeah. Run it up.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Do you ever use like marijuana medicinally, like like CBD balm, or like if you like have an ache or a pain or anything like that?
Yeah, some lotion and some stuff. I have some bad knees from volleyball, so running up on my knees.
Oh shit!
My shoulder, my neck,
Damn.
everything.
Wow, you slathered that shit all over you.
Like a tub of it.
Yeah.
She's got like a human-sized tub that she's actually just able to descend and ascend from. Just kind of get
Honestly,
it all over.
gross. I like put CBD balm on my wrist before I got these tattoos, and I barely felt it. And I'm like such a little bitch. I did mix lidocaine with it too, and like I mixed.
had a little
I
something
did
to
both,
do.
and I left it on for hours. So if
Yeah.
you like tip for tattoo people,
Yeah. I'm a big fan of it for like I'm having like very early onset carpal tunnel pains, like
Damn.
up like my arms and shit. So I like put it on my wrist and my hands and like all of my arms, and
how
it
do
really
you
does
get
help a
that
lot.
from like masturbating?
Literally, bro. I
That's
didn't
what
go
she is, baby.
automatic until like a year ago. Like I was doing
Yeah.
manual the whole time.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Everybody in its own time.
Not even like the shower.
Exactly. I never had a shower like that.
Even when I didn't,
I
I would
mean,
I
like
didn't do
lay up
handstands in the
underneath
shower.
water.
Like I
She's
have
fucking-
I was. That's insane.
Yeah.
Life changer.
Yes, but that
That's
and I
cool.
always keep a CBD joint around.
That's
like,
exciting.
On hand.
Let's find some fresh look. You need to get the one
We
that
would-
sucks your clit.
I've never
one
done
like
that one.
That like goes
Fire.
back and forth.
The
from
rose.
it. No, it's from Balesa.
I've never used
It's,
that.
it's like the vibrating one that like it has a tongue in it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it goes.
I have something similar. I have the
love
rabbit, so it does
It's
like
so
that,
good.
and
My
then
favorite.
rabbit's my favorite.
That's great.
I also
And now
like.
this is a sex toy show.
Hey, we need to do an episode on masturbation.
Yeah.
With
and-
weed.
Yes,
Yeah.
with weed, because
I love fucking and
yeah,
having weed.
there's a whole like journey. I have
Wait.
to eat food,
Nobody asked.
smoke weed, eat again, eat the dessert, and then masturbate. That is my regimen.
I do have to say this because we're talking about edibles, and I'll only say it once, but I always take an edible before I jerk off because there's
Same.
no better orgasm than an
good.
edible orgasm.
Yes.
Oh my god,
You're
yes.
like levitating.
It's like
the
a
whole
pig
body
orgasm. It's 30
It is.
minutes
It's
long.
fucking- it is. It's extended. It's
It's
extended
euphoric.
release orgasm.
You already
It's
relaxed?
forever.
Yes,
First
it
thought,
is.
best thought,
Yeah.
let it out. No, thank you for saying that. So I changed my answer. What do you like when you smoke weed or when you do edibles?
Yeah.
What do you like to do with it? It's something you had asked earlier.
Yeah.
Something of the sort, and it's for sure. Fuck myself. or have sex. Like it's incredible.
Anytime.
It really is.
It
I don't
elevates.
even think. I'm not even like thinking or whatever.
Yes.
I'm just like, you know what I mean?
You're not
I don't
tense.
even-
You're not you're not in your head about anything.
Right.
You're just
I'm a bad
high in the
bitch.
moment.
Yep.
I like swimming. Don't try this
I
at home.
loved it.
But, but like, don't sue me.
Just imagining like an adult in a 5-foot pool being like, I'm too high, I'm too high.
It's her fault.
Put your feet down. Put your feet down. You're
Put
like,
your feet down, idiot.
oh, I can
Put your feet down.
Yes, exactly.
People have drowned in puddles. You know?
God.
So be
Deep.
careful of water.
You can swim in open waters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in the
Oh, yeah,
ocean?
cool.
Oh, fuck no, I don't fucking swim.
No,
on edibles?
I mean,
Like, I mean,
yeah,
like,
but I
fuck on
just
edibles?
stay on the beach. Yeah, I don't go deep. I just like go up to my neck.
In the ocean?
Yeah, it's not that bad. I can swim. You swim back.
I'm so terrified of the
Oh, you
ocean,
just
though.
swim back.
You swim back.
Yeah, unless the ocean decides you don't that day.
I
so
love that's
scared
how
of
you
it.
convince your friend, like, you just swim back.
The tide.
Right.
You're having a panic attack thinking
I
about
don't
swimming
like
in the ocean
surf
while
or
high.
anything, and like
You're a bad
obviously
bitch.
keep like check out the tide and stuff. But usually it's like still water and you can be chill.
That's fair.
But yeah, so I'm really interested in like learning more about you like as an artist. So what are some like comedians that you think have influenced your style? Because you have a really cool style, and you like often like do stand up stoned, right?
Yeah, most of the time. Yeah.
As it should be. I don't think I've done it sober more than 5 to 10 times.
That's how I
That's
met you.
crazy.
High as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
You
You
came
were-
over
you-
to me. And
Your
you were
intro
like,
that day, I literally was like, what? At the end of my set, I was like, I'm about to go smoke whatever Bree just smoked. Because
Ah.
your set was so high that night.
Yeah, for sure.
I loved it.
Thank you. I enjoy smoking weed and doing comedy for sure.
Yeah.
I don't need to, but I definitely will smoke before, and I enjoy smoking with comedians before. It gets me out of my head.
Yes.
Some of the conversations you're having are worthy of maybe talking about on stage. It's just like good vibes, you know? And then, just catching up with your friends and stuff, smoking weed, getting smoked out by the all the boys. Like, I always make the boys on the lineup smoke me out, you know?
Yes.
Yep.
Men
Right?
should always smoke women
Yeah.
out. It's
I-
the law.
Yeah.
Always.
They should pay the
Oh.
bills. They should smoke us out. That's the truth.
Period.
Yeah, otherwise they're not useful.
Truly.
Put them back in their box.
Truly.
And like in your more introverted artistic endeavors, like writing and creating your stand-up in your head and stuff, do you think does like cannabis influence that at all for you, or do you kind of use it as a creative tool ever?
Introverted in time, as in like times I need to be introverted, like when I'm like by myself, or
Yeah,
introverted.
like when you need to get work done alone. Because like I know a lot of your work is people facing and it is like community based, but like
Yeah.
I know some things you have to work on alone and get through to yourself.
Your questions are so good. And you guys
screaming.
together are so good. It's just like, it's a good conversation. It's nice to talk about it.
Yeah.
What's the
Girl
question?
stoner
Now I'm
vibes.
blushing.
Yes.
What was the question?
The people love us.
dude,
I'm not making
Bitches
it
love
anything,
us.
but-
It's like when you're working alone on something creative,
Yeah.
or even like something I get really high when I have to do like my taxes, or if I have to do like pay all my bills. Like
You're
I
like,
want to be
yeah.
super stoned when I pay my
Well-
bills. It's so sad.
Yeah. No, for sure.
That's true. I don't want to think about. I'm just like,
No.
I just like.
I
look.
just do it and then I'm done and I'm high and I'm like, well, I'm gonna get more high now and my bills are paid.
I'm
For sure,
screaming.
for sure.
You don't want to look at the balance after.
Yeah, I tend to just be a lot of what I do is I'll write it down in my notes as soon as I possibly can, for sure. I'll write it down. But a lot of the times I'm asking my roommate, which is nice about having a roommate, because I lived by myself for a few years, and then just got a roommate in the quarantine. We moved in together and stuff. Is asking her right away, like, what do you think about this? Or calling someone up, or recording it, or sending it to somebody. But most of the time I'm putting it in my phone. That's what I love Clubhouse for. I did a lot of Clubhouse, pop on a mic on Clubhouse, especially in the quarantine, tell a joke or two, hop out or whatever. Like a lot of like instant options to just like be creative or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's really not a lot of introvertism about me. Like a very outerly, just like really, but like I get, and when I do get like that and second guess it, like on my 8th year of doing comedy, I got to a place where it's like, if it's funny to me, I'm gonna just attempt to try it on stage. As like this, the years
that's real.
before of doing comedy, it's like, well, what if it's a white crowd? What if it's a black crowd? Or what if it's this crowd? Or what if I'm in fucking Utah and I'm saying this? Or like, I'm on tour or whatever. Or in New York, because the New York niggas don't know about the LA shit. Once I was like, if it's funny to me, it's gonna be funny to somebody, and at least it was funny to me. If it totally like, you know. And I'm at a place where it's just like, it's just fuck it, because it's not. I'm doing myself a disservice by not even trying that joke, you know. So I love that question so much, but I'm mostly like when I'm trying my shit and creatively, the only time I'm really introverted about it is like putting it in my notes.
Yeah.
If I can get it in my notes, sometimes I'll put something in my notes and I'm like, oh, I won't forget what this means, and it will just say like nipple dick, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, why would you
Nipple
say
dick.
that? Like,
Oh, I'm imagining what I think your note
Can
was
someone
about. Like a
please
dick
draw
with a nipple on the
draw
top?
us like a nipple dick?
I know.
I
what
want
it
to
is.
see what that would look like.
I'm
it would
mad.
look like a baby bottle, I think.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm kind of picturing
Yeah,
too.
no, for sure. It'd be like the top of his bone.
Nipple dick.
Nipple dick.
That's a song we have to make.
That
Yeah,
is.
let's do
Nipple
that.
dick.
That'd be so good.
Please.
Oh my god.
I'm
Yeah.
screaming.
No, for sure. When I'm putting it in my phone, I'm like, no, this is my Netflix $100 million joke, and then it says nipple dick the next day. I'm like, I have no idea.
$100 million.
But like trying it and knowing you should try it because it's funny to you is such a like beautiful way of knowing yourself and being like that like confidence, and that comes from I think like the time and the effort that you put into it. Like you said, like 8 years. Like that's kind of the point where you were like, I know this shit.
So
Like I
how-
know what I think is
yeah.
funny is worth it.
How
Yeah,
long have you
yeah,
been
exactly.
doing it for? If it's like 8 years have passed already.
Of stand up?
Yeah.
I'm laughing because my hands feel high. Like my hands.
She's feeling the edible, y'all.
So I
my
think
hands,
they're
like-
working.
yeah.
It's just my hands are feeling like. Do y'all's or no? It might be because I'm happy, like kind of the blood's rushing to it, and I'm kind of like in my throat. This thing, I love this chair.
Your
You've
throat.
taken more edibles than you normally take.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, for sure. And
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a lightweight. I told you, like I'm a lightweight with everything. Shrooms, even drinking. Sometimes I only need 2 shots. It's cheap. It's a cool thing to be.
Yeah, it really is.
And it's funny because I'm like a thick bitch, and you would just think like this, you know. And I talk about in my stand up like I smoke weed every day, but really like I'm a lightweight. I need like very little. Well, I'll smoke all night, but I need.
I mean, you
That's
can
such a
smoke a
pleasure.
lot of weed and
Yeah.
need like you could only take 2.5 mg of like an edible because that's still like way more than you would smoke
Yeah.
normally, you know.
For sure.
I find like even like if I haven't taken edibles in a while, there's no way I usually take like something like this every night, like a 25 mg.
Yeah.
And like if I go like 2 weeks without taking it, I take it, my world is shook. So it's like
Very true.
yeah, so you have to be very careful about like dosage, even if you smoke weed all the time.
Yes.
So that's
Yeah.
normal.
Literally.
Okay, that's good to
With
know. 'Cause
edibles,
I thought
yeah.
I was like,
You're not a lightweight.
If you had a dab, it might kill you. Like every
A
single
dab.
tolerance is
I
different.
love dabs.
Because like
Dabs
they're
make me
great,
do
but if you
a lot
don't
of
do
cool
them
shit.
in a long time, just like if you
I
don't do
eat
weed in a long
everything
time,
on
or edible in a long
dabs.
time, like all of those things
Dabs
have
are fun.
a different
Yeah,
level.
I used to go to a dispensary that give me like free dabs if I spent over $60, and if I spent like over $120, I could get 2 dabs.
That was a trap shop, but yes, we can call it a dispensary on here.
Dang, what was
I do miss those places though. I
really
feel like
do.
a lot of them closed during the
Yeah, they
pandemic.
were illegal. No, there was like huge raids. Like I feel like the year
were.
before the pandemic, all of them were gone, and the pandemic really killed them.
Yes, when I lived on the east side, there was a trap shop that got raided at least once a week, and I'm talking like full service, 3 cop cars pulling out bags of money and weed. And they would keep opening because it was so profitable not
Yeah.
to pay state and
Yeah,
federal
yeah,
taxes.
yeah.
They had such good house rules, all of those places.
They
those
do.
shops.
They have
just
good
pay the
shit.
fine off and then
Yes.
just start again.
Those kind of
Yeah.
edibles, though, if you run across a trap shop and you take one
Don't
of those
eat
edibles,
those.
nibble at it like a baby trying a vegetable for the first time, like
Yeah.
a real tiny little bite between your teeth, and
Yeah,
that should
yeah,
get
yeah.
you to the moon high.
Someone made that in
Yeah.
their home.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like that is
Yeah.
not tested. It is not. We
Yeah,
don't know that
they're
those
guesstimating.
milligrams are right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no. They don't know
They do not know, and neither do
the
we.
dosage. So like, what are some comedians that you look up to?
The show's so good. It's just like you guys are just like every time I'm like,
I just love your little edible giggle. Like
No,
every time
for
you hear a
sure.
question, you just like.
screaming.
Like, yeah, because
Freest
I'll
highest
forget
bar.
that I'm like, that's why we're here. And then
Yeah,
you do
like,
that,
it
I'm like,
does
that's
kinda feel like we're
amazing you
hanging.
remembered. Because I like didn't even fathom.
Yeah.
I was just like having a good time. And I'm still having a good time when you ask questions.
I'm the narc. I'm the question narc.
Yeah.
Who wants to know about your career and hopes and dreams?
But someone needs to wrap it up, bitch.
Yeah.
So thank you. What was the question again?
So what are
Celeb-
some comedians that you
comedian.
look up to?
Oh man. I love like character performers and stuff like that. I grew up
Ooh.
watching, you know,
Like Jim Carrey?
Oh, of course, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Fucking
That's a
love
given.
him.
But you know, I grew up with SNL and you know, even before, like Keenan and Kel and all that.
Yes, I love
All that.
Orange
Amanda
Soda.
Bynes
Yes,
is completely underrated.
It's
like
the girls'
regardless
room.
of yeah, she's the game for sketch comedy and characters, and she was doing like 15 characters a show.
Yeah,
and she was young and still doing like she just had this and this energy of just like just they would throw characters, whatever.
Yep.
And Keenan and Kel and like Kel Thompson is just incredible. And,
Yeah.
But stand up wise, I guess like you know like Wanda Sykes. I love Wanda Sykes.
Yes.
I love Wanda Sykes and like you know also like other you know character as performers like kind of like act outs and stuff like that. But like I guess as far as females and gay females, I always relate to Wanda Sykes. Like that
Yeah,
was so deep,
she's
you know?
such a
But
good writer too. Like she
she's
was a
such a
TV
good
writer
writer.
first. That's
yeah,
so
you can
crazy.
hear her writing in like the dialogue.
Did you watch The Upshaws? She's
I
so
didn't.
good in it. You have to watch it. She acts in it and she wrote it.
You're so right.
It's so good.
You're so right.
It's
She's
so
an amazing character
good.
actress too. Like one of my favorite, most recent things she's done is the other two, the Comedy Central
Oh,
New York
yes.
show, and she
Wow.
plays
I
like
love
the
that
agent of the
show.
TikTok influencer who's like
Yeah, yeah.
13,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
it's perfect. She's
Yeah.
perfect.
She's just right.
She can do it all.
She can do it all for sure.
So where do you see yourself in comedy? Like, what's the dream for you? Because you just finished doing the illustrious CBS like
Yeah.
acting fellowship. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a really big deal. If you guys aren't aware, she's definitely like a new fresh face in Hollywood for
Yeah.
acting.
Hell yeah.
She's that bitch.
She's the shit.
So,
Thank you so much.
where do you see yourself in comedy? Like, what's the vision?
Oh, definitely. Where do I see myself in comedy? Definitely, you know, touring, and I had a one-woman show that I do off and on, and I've done it for the past 7 years out here. Like, that's the
Wow.
goal. So just like really just do that and do more characters and really get like you know musical comedy back in the game. I'm trying to figure out ways to work it into my set, you know, because I don't play guitar or piano like that well enough to
Yeah.
play with myself, and I think that's where a lot of like musical comedy comes from, and it's so
That's
beautiful.
true.
You know what I mean?
Like Bo
Morgan
Burnham.
J. Yeah. All these people that are, it's so beautiful, and I think that discourages me from doing it. But I am a musical comedy comedian, like period.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to
Yes.
figure out how to like incorporate that. And I love that I get to say this on here because I'm sure I get to look back at this and be like, bitch, you figured it out. You know, like whether it's a track or someone, you know, sometimes I like doing the improv because there's a piano there, so I like I call someone on stage to play it, or somebody, or there's like a pianist already there to play it or whatever.
Yeah.
Or having that, or just calling someone up to like vibe with me or whatever. But to be on tour and do my show and you know, sketch comedy will always have my heart like dearly, you know. But like I've auditioned for SNL so many times to where my last time, the furthest I got was 2019, and it reminded me that the world right now is really like only SNL, because it used to be Mad TV and all these other things, and like everyone kind of like, you know, there's other like sketch shows and like Key and
I
Peele
loved
and all that
Mad
stuff.
TV.
I love
I did
Mad
too.
TV. But it's sketch comedy is you know, open like in terms of like episodic and not just like sketch shows or whatever. Just like sketch real grounded characters that
I think you should leave. That's like
Yeah,
my
that's a
favorite
wonderful
one.
show.
That one is like the best.
Yeah.
I think that's out right now. It's so good.
It is.
Black Lady
So
Sketch
high.
Show too.
Yeah.
Black Lady Sketch Coach. Black Lady Sketch Show changed the game. Black
Yeah.
Lady Sketch Show,
By Robin Thede.
Yeah.
So good.
brilliant. One of the most brilliant people, human beings, and writers and character actors around ever.
I only wish there was more. Like,
Yeah.
why won't HBO stop being cowards and give them a full 10 episodes?
Yeah, for sure. Because it was like a really short season.
Yeah. Both
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give baby stoner Bree? It's me. I'm 13. I'm
Yeah.
Bree. What should I do?
Like I would tell baby Bree, like, you know, baby Stoner Bree was like always worried about like keeping her friends and keeping this person high and this person happy and all this stuff. And I think adult Bree could tell baby Bree, like, listen, like, not everyone in your life is meant to be there forever, and sometimes they're just there for that moment. And just like I was always so confused why this didn't work, or you know, whatever, just trying to people please or whatever. But like the older I get, I'm very more like, for whatever reason, that relationship or that friendship was supposed to only last that long, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And like I've met some of the most brilliant people I've ever met in my life by just sharing a joint, you know?
That's
and
real.
sometimes it'll be like a 6-minute conversation, you'll never see him again.
Yeah.
But you'll take something from that and just like,
It is.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just like, you know, everything's temporary, and like sometimes it's really great, and sometimes it may take years to be like, you know, I missed that friend, but I get why, you know, we're on different, whatever. So I hope that makes sense. I hope somebody can hear what I said and just like jumble that up. And,
Have you read the book 3 Cups of Tea?
I don't read. No.
Oh my God, don't say things like that.
No, yeah.
Black
I don't
people read.
girl. No, black people read, but then they like, and then they write the clip notes, and that's what I read. Like
I'm screaming.
They send me the clip notes. I don't like to read because I'll read the same sentence 4 times in a row, and I'll be like, fuck, I just read the same sentence 4 times in a row.
Well, when you read Haya,
Yeah,
that happens to me too for sure. Because I'm always reading high. But yeah.
I don't like reading.
So good.
You know when Willy Wonka, when they're like, if you're not reading, you will go far. I was like, I fuck with that shit. I relate to that.
You're like, that is my song.
No, gang. Like, thank you. I've been trying to tell them this.
Okay, Bree, tell us where we can like find you on social media.
Yeah. Everything I have is www.breegeiger.com. www.breegeiger.com.
BRIGIGER.
Perfect.
Yes,
And
well, you're
3
so good at
Ws together
spelling.
for it.
I love spelling.
I'm not
I
good
love
at
words.
spelling. I am not. Like, I can't spell anything.
Yeah, and there you should be able to find like all of your socials, all your shows, like the up-to-date info, so everyone can follow you. Be a rapper, DJ, actress, writer,
Comedian.
and comedian.
Yeah.
That was
Thank
5.
you.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hyphenates. Like,
Yeah, that's
we're
a whole
multi-hyphenate.
Of hyphenates.
Yeah, that's a whole hand of hyphenates. That's good. That's like
Thank
also
you so
good.
much for
Thank you for being with us today, Bree.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
You were a
Yeah.
delight and a pleasure to have.
Yeah, and
I
I
love
love
you
your
both.
shirt with your face
Yeah,
on
can we
it.
get a good look at
Yeah.
that? Yep. Oh wait, that's great. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, it's been dope, guys. It's time to go though. So you can look me up at The Witty Girl on Instagram and Twitter, and at The Witty Girl 94 on TikTok.
I am Milfweed with
I'm
3
screaming.
E's on Twitter. I'm Haley__OC on Instagram. And you can follow me at HaleyOC on Twitch.
Yes, her Twitch
Stay
is
tuned.
great.
I know y'all want to check us out more. So, like, follow, subscribe.
Yes.
You know the deal.
Bye.